Now let's queer up gaming. After prominent streamer makes anti-trans remarks, the gaming community comes together for LGBTQ+. Halo players and developers have come together to show support to the LGBTQ+ community after a prominent live streamer refused to allow trans women to participate in practice matches. Esports caster and Twitch streamer Magic Moonshot is under fire for a social media post saying a ladies' weekend scrim, short for scrimmage, for the first-person shooter game would not include trans women. Magic wrote that her Discord server scrim would not feature trans players at all due to her Christian beliefs. She wrote, and I quote, "I love and value all people, and as a Christian, I believe God created people in His image as male and female. Therefore, I will not be allowing trans players to participate." Close quote. Halo players took the opportunity to voice support for trans gamers everywhere. One user wrote, quote, "Trans women are women, simple as that. Halo is for everyone. Gaming is for everyone." Close quote. Steph Sanjati, a Halo player and trans advocacy expert, said she isn't shocked by the post, but that there is a deeply held concern for trans women who play in Halo's esports. Sanjati added that the wave of support was great to see, especially in a space where marginalized groups have to beg people to pay attention.
Let's queer up politics. Anti-LGBTQ+ Representative Lauren Boebert's Beetlejuice date owns drag-friendly bar. Congresswoman Boebert's Beetlejuice date owns and operates a gay-friendly bar in Aspen, all while Boebert positions herself as firmly anti-LGBTQ+. This, according to the New York Post. Quinn Gallagher co-owns the Hooch Craft Cocktail Bar, a bar that's hosted drag shows and events during Aspen's Gay Ski Week. Boebert always rails against LGBTQ+ rights, urging Twitter followers to take their kids to church, not drag bars. Gallagher, a Democrat, was caught getting frisky with Boebert, apparently grabbing her breast while she appeared to rub his crotch while they took in a live performance of Beetlejuice in Colorado.
Let's queer up gay culture. Gay Gainer documents ingesting water-absorbing beads to gain a stomach on his social media.
Okay. All right. That's the third and final one. It was the biggest one. And this is what I look like now.
A gainer, or person who has a fetish for having a large body and wants to increase his size, has become very controversial on social media. Gainerbull on X, previously known as Twitter, has been documenting the use of a toy called Orbeez to gain a stomach. It's not always true that men like a lean body. A large majority of people like to gain and like stomachs, as they sometimes connect with the fetish. Orbeez are a popular toy that consists of small gel balls that absorb water around them to greatly grow in size. There have been news reports of individuals experiencing intestinal blockages as a result of consuming them, sometimes to take up stomach space to lose weight, and sometimes they're ingested by accident. By referring to Gainerbull's tweet, it's clear that Gainerbull wants the appearance of a large stomach. In one of his tweets, he wrote, quote, "Nothing sexier than a growing size contrast," end quote. Not only this, he also shared a video where he's swallowing the expanding Orbeez. Social media users are torn between supporting an individual's choice to practice a fetish and the health risk that ingesting those toys compose, and the possibility of influencing others to harm themselves. Many cite the case of Tank Haferpetten, who died after his partner convinced him to inject silicone into his genitals.
Let's queer up politics. History has Tennessee's first transgender politician elected in Nashville.
People elected me because of who I am, but because of my skill. not because that I'm trans. And so I have tried very hard to run this race on my ability to sit at the table and my ability to get work done. The fact that I'm trans is just a part of who I really am and not why I ran.
A transgender woman was won election to a seat on Nashville's City Council, becoming the first openly transgender person to be voted into political office in Tennessee. Olivia Hill secured one of the 4 open at-large seats on the Metro Council of Nashville, a politically liberal city in an overwhelmingly conservative state. According to the LGBTQ+VictoryFund, an advocacy group, the triumph made her the first transgender woman to be elected in Tennessee. As per the Nashville Post, Hill was making history prior to her win, as she was the first openly trans woman to have her name on the state's ballot. Hill is a public speaker and advocate for women and LGBTQ rights. She has served on the board of directors for the Tennessee Pride Chamber, and Hill has said, and I quote, "My expertise is fixing things, and while my focus is on repairing Nashville's outdated infrastructure, I also want to ensure that our city is represented with true diversity in a state where the ruling party thinks I should head to the closet," unquote. Anise Parker, the president and CEO of the LGBTQ+VictoryFund, applauded Hill's victory. Parker noted that Hill's historic election comes as Tennessee's state legislature passes laws discriminating against transgender communities. Tennessee's numerous anti-LGBTQ+ laws include bans on drag shows and gender-affirming care for minors.
Let's queer up education. 2 California school districts ban pride flags.
It was a packed house and at times a tense Temecula Valley School Board meeting. Dozens of parents and teachers signed up to address one agenda item in particular, a new policy about which flags can and cannot be displayed at school.
Now this rainbow flag we're seeing infiltrate every corner of education. We need to talk about that.
Taking down a pride flag is telling people they're not wanted.
The school board president placed the policy on Tuesday night's agenda. It doesn't specifically mention pride flags on school campuses, but opponents believe the ban is aimed at preventing pride flags from being flown. Ashley Williamson says the pride flag symbolizes speech and acceptance.
2 school districts in California banned the display of LGBTQ+ pride flags amid ongoing efforts by conservatives to crack down on LGBTQ+ communities' visibility and civil rights. In Southern California, the Temecula Valley Unified School District passed a resolution banning all flags except U.S. and state flags, in a meeting that drew a large turnout of parents, teachers, and students. The Temecula board passed its resolution by a 3-2 vote. The 3 board members who voted together, Jen Wiersma, Joseph Komrosky, and Danny Gonzalez, received backing from the Inland Empire Family, a conservative Christian political action committee. The pride flag bans are part of a larger push by conservative activists to focus their political efforts on local school districts, particularly in California. The Sunol Glen Unified School District near San Francisco passed a ban that was specific to the LGBTQ+ pride flag.
Keep watching the only television news in the world from our LGBTQ+ community and stay informed on everything that is important for and about our diverse LGBTQ+ community.